The Moose have struggled a bit of late with just 3 wins in their last 10 games and would dearly love to head into the break with some positivity.
A lot of losses, unfortunately, as well, piling up in this building. They've got to try to snap that streak here tonight.
It's not a hard fucking recipe. It's simple. Put pucks in behind. You guys know what works. Then we can go to work. All right, then we can put pucks in the back of the net. But when we try and complicate things, all right, that's when we get into trouble. We're beating ourselves.
For us, the big thing that we're trying to find right now is consistency.
And we got to play the right way. You guys know what that is.
We're looking at a team with 3 lines of forwards and one of them being a defenseman and really a patchwork quilt of sorts.
Before the trade deadline, we've only played 2 games with our full lineup.
So now you guys are going to open up. You're going to get it back from the D.
Part of having a good team and a good organization, you lose guys to World Juniors, you lose guys to under 17 and National Hockey League camps. That's part of having a good program.
So with 12 wins in 23 games at home this season, it's not going to cut it. They're going to have to, pick it up.
We ask you guys to get bumps off face-offs. We don't do it. We ask you to play behind and get on the forecheck. We don't do it. We've got guys back. We're getting other guys back. You guys dictate if you want to play.
It has been an interesting day in Moose Country, to say the least, as the QMJHL trade deadline passed earlier this afternoon. The Herd were busy in the 11th hour, adding forwards Lou Felix Denis and Jens Breinar from Shawinigan. Those players join newly acquired Peter Reynolds wearing number 77.
Okay, boys, I'm sure you guys saw the some of the media today about Doomer's surgery, okay, about the double hip surgery. He's not getting double hip surgery, so I know some guys know what's going on. He's got 2 hernias. It's a 6 to an 8 week rehab. Hopefully it's more on the 6 side of it. Okay, so he'll have the surgery. He's going home.
Sometimes you can't control, obviously, the injuries. I think we're over 100 man games lost.
The media in Quebec's all been texting me privately and asking what's going on. So that's what's going on, just so you guys know.
This is a turning point in the season right here, and it's time to show up and show what you can do, and it starts here tonight as they try to shake off this unusual 6-game losing streak.
We'll be excited when we finally get our lineup, and then we'll be able to really see what we have.
It's over the other way. Pucks it with Spreiner making his way. It pulls the back and he scores! Welcome to Halifax, Jens Spreiner. What a beauty!
Finding what those new players need from us and finding what makes them tick and finding the right combos.
5 shots isn't good enough against that team.
Those are some of the challenges we face as a coaching staff.
We're way better than that.
One of the interesting things I find with hockey, and especially in Nova Scotia, it's just we're in this blue-collar society here. We're hard workers. We really appreciate hard work, which is great, but it also sort of leads to a situation sometimes where we're thinking work hard rather than work smart. The game's getting faster, right? The collisions that happen are at a high speed, and just the plays happen so quickly that regardless of how good your training is, there will be some injuries at some point along the way.
Boards for Levesque toward the middle to Fournier. Fournier up ahead now to Levesque, driving in, a shot, he scores!
Yeah, looking back to the first 21 games, I was going crazy and the fans were going crazy. Everything was nice. And then bang. Not even a big hit, just a little collision face to face. And when I got my x-ray, it was not good. So it was like, no, bad news like this, just, you don't see the lights at the end of the tunnel after.
You have everybody in your kind of circle who's wondering like when I'm going to be back, especially with the draft year added on all that. Like my agent's involved, all the scouts are involved. Even the guys on the team are like, when are you going to be back, Sid? And it's like, man, I really wish I knew.
You just want to be with the boys, you want to be in the team, you want to, you're still a part of the team, but you're always like a little bit on the side because you cannot be on the ice with them.
They want to obviously contribute to the team. They don't want to be out.
That's what Fallon said. Good. That's what I like.
But, for them, we try to get them into a mentality of, what's the opportunity here? Like, how can we solve some of the problems that we know are going to be opportunities for you to be better when you come back.
How was it today?
Sure, great.
Yeah, good. See how tomorrow goes, right? We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Feeling good though. I'm pretty optimistic.
Yeah. Again, right? We don't want you for 1 game or 2 games. I want you for the next 30, right?
Yeah.
I just think it's important as a coach is you make sure you connect with them and make sure you communicate with them, because there are the ups and downs. You know, there's days where, you know, they think they take a step back, where they tweak something, or you know, it just wasn't a good day for them.
That's it, Lou. Good job, Lou.
You got to get them over the hump or over the hill, and you know, help them along with that process too. So, like I said, just proud of both of those guys, and just in terms of the way they've handled it. And you know, we've had guys in and out, call-ups, and
Good job, boys.
I'm just really proud of the group.
It's more about like learning. It's about like grow as, I don't know how to say this, but grow as a human, grow as a human being, I don't know. But like, just if you want to be a better hockey player and really comprehend the game well, it's about learning, but it's also about playing. You know, you want to put everything in practice.
Good start to our second half here. All right, it's going to be ugly. Okay, it's going to be.
It's always frustrating to not playing when the team passing through this, but as a hockey team, they're gonna pass through some sequence like this in the season, and I think that's a sequence that we need. We're keeping the work going. It's not because we're gonna lose one night and the second night after that we're now a bad team. As a team, we know where we're going, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be there.
I look at our last 6 to 7 games, they've all been 1-goal games. You know, we're not always going to win by playing riverboat gamble hockey up and down the sheets.
But if you're not mentally prepared to do the details and do one thing right, then it's hard to make the progress that you want to make.
It's positive all the way around for Lou and for the team, but basically a point per game player was a big hole with him gone.
The guys here in the room, a lot of them have a job that it's not done.
Logan Crosby playing just his 11th game. This is a guy that has had a great start to the season.
Being a hockey player for so long, without it, it's like a pieces away from me, basically.
You know, over these next 20 games, is we need to prepare ourselves for the playoffs.
At the end of the playoff, they don't remind who finished first in the league.
Levesque busting in a shot, he scores!
They're gonna remind who's have the cup in his hands.